So we have today, and we're gonna try something different. And
Okay.
if this doesn't work, then we just go to the other plane. This is actually a Piper, and the reason why I'm trying to change, and as you can see, sadly, not all the buttons work. Like I'm trying to make it bigger, and I don't get the rotation thing here. And my frames per second are a little bit affected too. But the reason why I wanted to use this because it doesn't have a G5, but it has something, it has this thing,
Yeah.
an Aspen,
Mm-hmm.
and we can, I can fail. Let me show you that I can fail the 8 hertz,
Okay.
right? And the Aspen it still will act a little bit like the G5
Sure.
that I have on the plane. So it could give me,
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. We'll work with that and see how it goes for you.
okay, perfect. And the we I still need to do we did some holdings
Mhm.
with um with partial panel. He wasn't happy with that, so we're gonna be doing more of that.
Okay.
And then if we can close today with a landing on the RNAV 29 to I'm sorry, with the BOR 29 to November 87, that would be great.
Okay. November 87, the VOR 29. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, we can do that.
So yeah, so let's I put Yarly. Let's take off from here,
Okay.
and then you direct me to Yarly, and then close to Yarly, you give me a hold,
Okay.
and I at that point I fail I will fail the 8 hertz, which is what
Okay.
he's doing. He's failing the 8 hertz,
Okay.
and then I do the holds. We see how that goes, right?
Okay.
And if everything goes well, then we still in partial final. We go to do that approach at November 87.
Okay. Sounds like a good plan to me.
All right.
All right.
So just to
So,
be in here, to simulate that I have a Romeo, and I have all my 80s. Everything is set up. I did my pre-fly. I'm simulating that I'm calling clearance delivery. So let me you guess my craft here. Um, Clearance delivery 172, November 6667 Lima Bravo is I would like to pick up my clearance to November 87.
okay, just stand by for 1 second, please. All right. Cessna 172 Sierra Papa, you are cleared to the Trenton Robbinsville Airport as filed. After departure, fly heading 360 radar vectors to Yardley, then as filed. Climb and maintain 3000. Departure frequency will be 123.8 and squawk 3245.
Okay, I'm clear to November 87 as filed. Upon departure runway heading to the Jarly BOR, and altitude is going to be 3000, frequency is 123.8 and 3245 on the box.
Skyhawk 172 Sierra Papa, readback is correct except after departure, fly heading 360 radar vectors Yardley, then as filed.
All right, after the part of flight heading 360, radar vectors to Jarly, November 667 Lima Bravo.
172 Sierra Papa, readback is correct. I'm sorry, you're using a different call sign. So
Yeah,
let me
yeah,
write that down, Rafael. Give that
yeah.
call sign to me again, please.
It is November 667 Lima Bravo.
Lima Bravo. Okay. Thank you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm singing here in the screen. That's why I was actually going to do 172 Sierra Papa, but we're not in a Cessna anymore.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah. We'll
Right, sounds
use
good.
that one. And 7 Lima Bravo advise contact ground and advise when ready to taxi.
We'll contact ground and advise ready to taxi. Ground 7 Lima Bravo is holding short at Alpha 4 with information Romeo, ready for takeoff, heading to the northeast, ready for departure, for taxi.
Okay, let me zoom in a little bit. Okay.
Alert from calendar. Mary Parsons 7 p.m.
So you're over on the north side today, huh? No,
I
okay.
am
No,
in,
never mind.
yeah,
I'm sorry. I found you here on my map. Sorry
right,
about
thank you.
that. Okay, I see you're on the south side down there. Okay. And let's see here. 667 Lima Bravo, runway 6, taxi via Alpha Foxtrot Echo.
Runway 6, taxi via Alpha Foxtrot Echo 67 Lima Bravo. This looks a little bit too, let's see if this works, Alan.
Okay.
I haven't flown this one in a while.
Okay.
And one of the reasons why I don't fly this is because it takes more frames per second from me.
Yeah.
If it gets to be too slow, we just remove the IFR portion. And then in the next class, I have actually a very good MacBook Pro. I just don't have the good screens for that one. I have a laptop. This is an iMac.
Okay.
Uh,
And be able to run a little bit faster.
uh,
Yeah, I
yeah,
think I can see. What's your frame rate running? About 18 or 19? Is that what that's reading up
it,
there?
it is 14.
14. Oh, yeah, that is a little bit slow, but
Yeah,
I mean, it's okay right now. It's not skipping and jumping so far too bad.
no,
I
it's
mean,
not
just kind of edges and things, the clarity of some of the numbers are a little fuzzy, but not too bad
correct.
overall.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see how this goes. I need to do something because I bought the other computer, which is I think it's an M3 Silicon. When I run that, I get about 60 frames per second, which is great.
Oh yeah.
But I don't have the setup per se is not as good as this one. It's a little bit more uncomfortable. Let's see. Hopefully, it's not gonna be too choppy. All right. Good afternoon, Tower. 667 Lima Bravo is holding short at Echo runway 6, ready for departure.
667 Lima Bravo, fly runway heading, clear for takeoff, runway 6.
Flight runway heading, clear for takeoff, runway 6. 6 Lima, 7 Lima Bravo. Or 667 Lima Bravo. What will be the abbreviation that normally they will give to this plane, like a 7 Lima Bravo or 6 7 Lima Bravo? What do you think?
On initial, you always use your entire call sign, but after that, it's common for everybody, both controllers and you, the pilot, to cut it off on the last three. So 7 Lima Bravo, after you've made initial contact with them, is perfectly fine.
Airspeed's alive. Woo!
Oops, there you go.
No, it's a little bit choppy. Let's see if we can do this. Okay, so we're gonna go to 400 and then we're gonna do 360.
Well, remember, your instructions were fly runway heading. And remember, your tower will tell you, to contact
Contact.
departure, and then departure would be expecting you to, to get to a heading of 360.
Gotcha.
So just stay on runway heading, and I'll hand you off here in just a minute.
That airspeed's a little bit too much. I don't know why my flight detector is not working.
And this airframe is a Piper, is that right?
It's a Piper, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Piper 7 Lima Bravo, you can contact departure now.
Over to departure 7 Lima Bravo. Departure 7 Lima Bravo 660 to 25 to 3000.
Piper 667 Lima Bravo, radar contact, climb and maintain 3000, fly heading 360, radar vectors to Yardley.
Climb and maintain 3000 and fly heading 360 to vectors to Yardley 7 Lima Bravo. Okay, and 360 on the heading.
Piper 7 Lima Bravo, when able, you can proceed direct to Yardley.
Proceed direct to Yardley 7 Lima Bravo.
Piper 7 Lima Bravo, due to weather delays along your intended route of flight, I have holding instructions for you. Advise when ready. Copy.
Ready to copy Lima Bravo 7 Lima Bravo.
Piper 7 Lima Bravo, hold west of the Yardley VOR on the 270-degree radial, left turns, maintain 3000, and expect further clearance at 2250 Zulu, time now 2230 Zulu.
All west of the Yardley VOR at 270 radial left course and expect 3,000 feet and expect for the clearance of 2250. Time now is 2230 Zulu. 7 Lima Alpha.
Piper 7 Lima Bravo, read back is correct.
So let me just put in here the autopilot for a sec and use, oh, okay, that's not good. I'm trying to trim and it's removing the autopilot. All right,
Yeah, if you
sounds good.
trim against the
Yeah.
autopilot, it'll cut it off.
Yeah. So let me think about it. So we are going to be holding on the 270 radial, which is right here west. So this is going to be a direct entry, but it's going to be a left turn. So it's going to be left turn, even, yeah, still a direct entry. So it's going to be direct. And we are going to be heading, let me use, I'm here, my RPMs getting into bad territory there. So, all right. So we're gonna go direct and then it's gonna be a left turn. So the first turn that we do is gonna be a left. And so 270 radial, 270, the counterpart for 270 is 090. So my after I cross the viewer, I'm gonna be heading 090. So I'm gonna put here on my heading. And this is a little bit darker. I don't know, you can see the,
Yeah, I can see the difference on the
yeah,
cockpit view's a little darker. Yeah.
copy B. Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
It's gonna be 090, so it's gonna be all the way here. Mm, yeah, 090 radial. So we are gonna let me just put it in, go back to 2350 in the RPMs, and we are 5.4 from Yarley. So let me know when you want me to call the 8 hours.
You can do it now if you want to.
Okay.
You said 5 miles, correct? Yeah.
Yes, we
Okay.
are 5 miles from
Yeah,
them.
that's fine.
Obviously, the
Give you a little.
autopilot has just failed,
Okay.
right? But I have POR still working, and oh, since that I am, it's a little bit weird. My AR on the other side, I see that I'm rotating, but my my vertical my vertical horizon is not working. Wow.
Hmm.
See what I mean on that?
Yeah, it failed. It just paused for a second because you're in a descent.
Yeah. Uh,
Yeah, apparently, when you failed it, it failed the Aspen's AHRS as
the
well.
Aspen
Apparently,
is
but
AR
it
as
just
well.
it didn't give you an X over it to acknowledge that. So let's
Mm,
see here. Do go up to the top to flight, please. Here and pull I'm sorry, select edit failures. Tongue tied. Okay, and go to instruments, please. And go down to primary. Let's have a look in there and see what's going on here. All working, nothing has failed inside of there. Okay, now go back up to the G1000 and let's have a look.
okay.
Because you
Yeah.
apparently you set it for a trigger anyway, right? You went in and is that how you failed it? You
I did use control pad for it, but maybe we do it through here
yeah, let's
instead.
try it a little different. Go into this AHARS right here and
Hmm.
set it so it fails with a control F. That's what you said, but it should be saying fail when failed. So that's right. The X plane changed it. I'm sorry. I'm X plane 11 thing mine. So my bad. All right. So let me fall back and regroup here on this one. See, in X plane 11 they used to have it fail when control F is selected.
Gotcha.
They took it out in X-Plane 12, and it's my bad. I forgot what you were flying here. So Let's see here. All right, let's do this. Just go ahead and select failed. No, I'm sorry. Go down and fix all systems first. That's what I meant to say. That bottom left corner, fix all systems. Done. And then unpause, apply changes, unpause, and then let everything get fixed, if it
Yeah, yeah.
will. Whoops, and now you got your attitude indicator back. All right, push
Stop,
the
stop,
nose over.
stop, stop,
Yeah,
stop, stop,
yeah, just use your
stop,
attitude indicator there.
stop, stop, stop,
Ooh.
stop, stop, stop,
Yeah.
stop, stop,
Whoops,
stop,
left
Oh my
one.
God.
Okay. Attitude indicator.
That was scary. That was scary. All right, so my
Okay,
attitude
just
indicator.
yeah, just get yourself leveled off about 3,000 again. So nose over real quick before you blow it, before you have another stall. Okay, so concentrate on keeping
stop,
that
stop,
attitude indicator.
stop, stop, stop,
Push over on
Wait
the
a minute.
nose, push
stop,
over.
stop, stop.
Push over. I
Just yeah,
cannot push over in the nose because I'm installing.
yeah, push
I need
yeah.
airspace.
That's right. Push the nose into the brown. All right, and then when
Yeah.
you get back to 90, just push the nose right back to the horizon, and you got it under control.
All right.
All right. So
I'm gonna do my
pause now
turn.
for just a second because I did
Pause.
see something whenever we were resetting it. They are tied together because this one, whoops, that the Aspen started working again, and then shortly
Yes.
thereafter the G1000. So unfortunately, they tied the failure of AHARS to both of those units. So,
Uh,
but let's try something. Go back over to failures here, selection on it. Okay, and let's see here. Go over to the AHARS 2 real quick and select failed on it real quick and just see if that, it probably is not, because again, this airplane's not designed with two. Cirrus's are, so that's kind of why that's in there. And just go ahead and unpause. Okay, it doesn't. So go ahead and pause again. Okay, now when you selected the failure last time, what keyboard command did you apply?
oh, I have control pad in that is connected to my. It's in my phone, and then what I did is that
Oh,
in
okay,
control.
okay,
Yeah, it says AHRS, HRS, basically AHRS.
okay. Let's try it outside of that. That's kind of what I'm thinking. So let's do one more thing, and then we'll come up with another option here. So go back over to instruments. Go to G1000. Okay, go to AHARS, this one here, and go ahead and fail it. And then go ahead, press done and apply. And let's see if that alone will fail it and not this one, okay?
Oh, that seems to be working.
It's just weird how the computer technicians, code this stuff. I don't have a clue. Is
Oh,
it
wait a
work?
minute, but I am turning my. I'm certainly uncertain that I'm turning, but
Okay, push
uh,
forward, push forward and pull back on your yoke and watch your at it. It looks like it's stuck to me. Yeah, it is. Just pause.
oh,
Okay.
not letting me pause. Let me see here.
You can't
Okay.
pause it. Just P on your keyboard.
All right, now I can pass it. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It seems that it got.
Okay. Just go back in and clear all failures, and we'll do something else. That's not a big deal. So
Yeah,
we'll do something that
maybe we
just
we
go
just.
yeah, you go to flight configure, edit failures right here. There you go, and fix all systems. Okay, and then before you unpause it here real quick, just go ahead and apply changes. That's cool. Okay, go up to your map, please, to hit your map. Okay, and click on your airplane. let's see here. Go ahead and put us, type in up here 3,000 feet.
Mm, it doesn't let me.
Okay.
Maybe I can go like this.
Yeah, you can try that. It's try okay. So and set your ground speed just for about 100 knots. If you can take that slider bar and move your pitch over to about 3 degrees positive. Sometimes it won't let you. So okay, if it doesn't, we'll cross that bridge here in a minute. And go ahead and turn the nose of the airplane back around to the north. Okay, and now go ahead and zoom in on your map, please. Okay, good. And drag ourselves away from the R. Well, you're not too close to it. You're still about 5 miles or so from it, I think, right? Looks like
Yep.
so. That should be plenty of time. All right. So what we got to do now, understand you're going to be in a nose high disposition when you unpause it. So come on over with forward pressure, to get the nose back over to level flight and get everything stabilized. Okay. And then
Okay.
when you get stabilized, we'll pause again, and I'll show you how we can work the partial panel from here on out.
All right, sounds good. Let's just unpause and push down.
I mean, it'll take a second for this thing to
Yeah.
resurrect itself, so you can just use this one over here till it fixes itself. Well, it's taking a long time. There it goes. Okay. So, all right. So just go ahead and kind of pause whenever you're ready to. All right. So how far are you? 5 miles. So I think that's still plenty of time for you in general. So basically what we can do here is I can go over and hold on just a minute. Let me do this. Okay. So
Sounds good, but I still need to see my can you make it smaller so I cannot see my the heading? Okay, I see what you mean. But let's try that.
I mean, I can change it. You tell me, how
Yeah, I
what.
normally can see my I normally can see
Oh,
I
the
don't
HSI in the bottom. Okay, that's no
yeah
problem.
I see
Yeah,
HSI, but
yeah.
what I don't see it doesn't show me the numbers, but it doesn't matter. I can use this. I should be using this
Yeah, I mean,
in
that
this
was
case.
why I covered it up, because it's,
Yeah,
it's going to give you correct indications on there. But we can't do anything about that, you see. And so,
right.
because it's not failed. So therefore, but I'll set it any way that you want to. You just tell me.
Okay, so let me see if I change my course.
Okay.
Like
See.
you gave me the course that you get 090. I'm gonna well no, it's gonna be 270.
Yeah. See,
So
it's
I
moving. Yeah.
it's moving.
Yeah. It's good.
Course 270. No,
Yeah.
it's moving the barometer. Okay, hold on a minute. I'm moving the wrong thing.
Yeah, remember it's the little triangle. There's a
Yeah,
bar, that's a barrow, and then there's the triangular one. The triangular one, the outside is what you want. Right now you're on the barrow. Okay.
correct.
So
And
you need to
yeah.
move it out to the smaller one.
All right, so there is. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I can do this. I can do this, and this is it's not centering though, but we can do this. All right, sounds good. Let's try this.
Okay, let me go ahead and
Uh,
cover that back up. Okay, I'll leave that DME information there, just because you
yep,
have that, and you got that over there on your Aspen. But anyway, so remember now you still need to continue direct to Yardley at this point in time.
correct,
So you're going to
correct,
need to get that needle centered here after you unpause it, because remember, nothing is going to be correct until we unpause here. So just
correct.
just whenever you're ready, you can continue direct to Yardley and hold as we were talking about.
Correct. Then we're 5.3 from Yardley and a little bit too high. I need to descend. And I need to go a little bit to the right. I'm still ascending for some reason. And to the right. I need to descend. Okay, now I go back to I am 3.2 from Yardley.
Okay.
So this is gonna be a direct entry to the left. So I'm gonna get my timer ready in here. And this is too abrupt of a okay, I'm gonna have my timer. This is a little bit not well coordinated because this is like right here will be, yeah, it's a little bit different this actually. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna try 1-0 to see if that brings any low. Cámelo. Maybe it's because of the wind. I don't know.
I don't know if you have any wind in there or not, but
I saw 1.7 at this point. It's gonna come, so I better go. So I'm gonna be timing for 1 minute. I'm getting this heading. And I'm gonna be turning, well, you asked me to hold on the 270 radial. Okay, hold on a minute, let me think about it. You asked me to hold on the 270 radial. So and this is a direct entry. So that 270 is gonna be my outbound. So I need to put in my heading somewhere here, 270. Uh, yes, so I'm going outbound. So direct entry. No, I had to make a left turn to 270. That's what I need to do. Left
that's
turn to
correct.
270.
That's correct. And you were talking about your winds, you know, it looks like you've got about an 11 knot wind programmed in this weather. So that makes sense because it's right off your right nose at 11 knots. So significant enough to make it
Make it turn, right?
to keep that D bar off if you're not, you know, real
All right,
proactive about it.
all right.
Okay.
I'm waiting for the station passes. Should I
Okay.
wait for the flag to go all the way, or
Just
just do my?
right when you see that that triangle in the from down there, yours blinks a few times, but yeah, right when that triangle flips from to from, good to
Hmm.
go.
Okay. And my heading box, it needs to go east. Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it till you get turned around westbound. Just one less thing to have to deal with. All it
Correct.
is just reference. You're not using it anyway, because you're hand flying it.
And I need to do about 20 degrees of
20 degrees of bank is perfect. There you go. Roll out there. Start your time so we don't get too far out.
enter.
So we turn, we tie and twist. So set your
OBS to 270. Here, 270. You just picture 270.
so turn, time, twist,
Press
throttle, and
throttle
talk.
and talk. Yeah. And I am on the I am on the 270. Uh, Hold on a minute. I was doing my, oh, that's my course. That's not my heading. Or yes, it is my heading. I'm going west
Yep.
on the 270,
Mhm.
and my course had to be, yeah, my course is 090. Okay, I'm
Yeah,
all
you're
confused with the whole way that I'm going back.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah, my
your inbound is 090. So, you know,
correct.
the way that you set your HSI, it doesn't matter, but I would prefer you put the pointy end of the CDI indicator back and have it always pointing towards the fix, you know, because that's just makes sense. When
Yes,
you're inbound, it's kind of pointing in that direction. Remember, it doesn't matter, you know, in this case. Now, it does matter if you're using a conventional OBS, because if you set it backwards, you're going to have a misinterpretation. Okay,
right.
they use the word reverse sensing, but there's no such thing, as hopefully you
Yeah,
understand that.
yeah,
Technically
yeah,
speaking, there's no such thing as that. It's a misinterpretation of the but due to the setting, you know.
yeah.
So anyway,
Got it.
point being, since this is an HSI, right, Raphael, it doesn't really matter. You can, you know,
Correct.
set it either way, and the D bar is still going to be
Yeah,
correct
yeah.
for you. You see?
Yeah, this is what is telling me that my BOR is behind me. This right here, this triangle is telling me that my BOR is behind me.
Yeah,
Okay, sounds good.
yep.
All right, let me just continue here,
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
and my heading had to be 270, so I need to correct that. And as I'm going up, so I need to.
Okay, and then just whenever you have a chance, don't forget to make your required call when you're,
Oh,
you know, kind of established. Remember, it comes last, though. You aviate,
okay.
navigate first.
Yeah,
But don't forget, and when you're
yeah,
practicing, throw that in there for good measure.
yeah. So approach 7 Lima Alpha entre the hold at 2053 Zulu
Okay, and give me your altitude as well.
at 3000.
Piper 7 Lima Bravo, roger that. Thank you.
20 degrees is perfect. And the altitude seems that this is a good combination. And when I see the arrow changing, when should I time this one? When I see the when I
Well,
get my winter stress?
pause for just a second.
Mm-hmm.
Understand right now there's technically no reason to time to get yourself back to the fix because our outbound was convoluted due to the entry into it. You see? The
Correct.
timing on the outbound on that first was just to keep you within a distance from the fix safely, 1 minute. But timing it from here in is not going to be correct in any way because our outbound was not very good. You follow
Correct.
me? You can time it, but it's not going to be a calculatable type of timing because the
Correct.
outbound leg was convoluted due to the entry process. When you get turned around on the outbound next time and you do a good solid 1 minute with a good timing, then you'll time inbound and you'll have a better platform for making your timing decision.
Makes sense.
Okay,
Okay.
carry on.
Yeah. I am 2.8 from the. Let's put it this way straight here. And when it comes, which is coming, then I'm gonna go back to it.
And go ahead and reset your timer just so it's ready to go.
2.4 from the fix.
Clearly, you're noting hopefully your wins so that you're kind of already formulating a little bit of an idea of how the winds are going to affect your timing eventually, right?
Yeah, it looks like the wind is pushing me to the left, from the left to the
It's
right.
it looks like it's almost off your nose, right? It's 77 degrees up there. So just a little bit to the right, I think is what you said. So yes, I agree. When on your inbound leg.
Yeah. So what sort of correction should I do instead of going on my, but corrections are always
Okay,
on
but
the
just
outbound leg.
pause for just a second so we don't
Mhm.
get too close and it starts. All right, so you've stabilized pretty well right now, wouldn't you agree? The needle's pretty centered.
Mhm.
And so, right now, I would say that you're correcting. Now you're still correcting to the right though. So there's a problem with what I'm about to say. You're still correcting to the right, which
Mhm.
is correct because you're trying to get the D bar right over in the middle. Agreed?
Mhm.
Once you
Mhm.
get the D bar centered and you hold it there for a little bit, then what you do, of course, is note what your heading is, you
090.
see, and then compare it to 090. And then that determines whether you have a left wind correction angle or a right wind correction angle and how much. And then you take that information and apply it to your outbound leg with our little formula, right?
I didn't. Yeah. Okay. So
So
so I go ahead.
well, what my prediction, you see the little wind arrow down up here? I'm drawing on your PFD. See it? Okay.
Uh, Nothing. Oh yeah, I see it in there. Yes.
Okay.
So it's a
My
headwind.
my prediction, you got a headwind, but there's a little bit of a left quartering headwind, right?
Correct.
Because 78 degrees. So I'm expecting you to probably end up ultimately correcting, I don't know, maybe 5 degrees to the left at most, you see, on your
Correct.
inbound. So on
Yep.
your outbound,
Uh,
if you're adjusting 5 left inbound,
mhm.
you'll go 15 right outbound because remember that's the little rule of thumb for what we're doing here. You take your wind correction angle amount on your inbound and whether it's a left or a right, you triple the value on your outbound in opposite direction.
Okay. So if we do 5 on the inbound, we do 3 times. Right? 15
5
on the outbound.
left on the
Hmm.
inbound would mean 15 right on the outbound. That's our
15
little
on the.
rule of thumb formula. Okay.
Okay.
That makes sense. Now you
Yeah.
know you got to take it with a grain of salt, so to speak, because it's not a perfect mathematical rule of thumb. So so you'll continue to adjust it a little bit if you stayed in the holding
Yeah.
pattern for any period of time.
All
But
right.
that
And
that
my
go ahead.
that makes sense. My outbound leg is two for my outbound leg is 270.
Uh-huh.
And if I add 30, I mean, if I add 15, we're
Uh-huh.
talking about 285. Is that correct?
That'll work. Let's try that and just kind of see what happens. A
All right.
little bit of experimentation.
All
Sure.
right. Sounds good.
Okay, go ahead.
Let me just. I am 1.4 from
Okay.
the fix.
And
I
then
need to
also
correct my.
remember, how are you going to start your outbound time on this hole?
I'm gonna wait for the
Good.
when I am in the outbound, I'm gonna wait for the flip.
Perfect.
Now, should I start my turn as soon as I see movement here, or I need to wait for the full flip?
Uh, Technically speaking, it's when it's down on the bottom. But again, in the simulators, they tend to blink a little bit, so
Hmm.
more so than you might have on your real airplane. But yeah, I mean, station passage is identified by the change of the two from triangle. So,
Okay.
if it hasn't changed, technically you haven't crossed the station in its entirety. But don't get too worked up about being exact on it.
Okay.
You can say yes. Look at the D bar; it went way over there. So you're crossing the station beyond a shadow of a doubt. See what I'm talking about on the simulator?
Correct.
It just kind of just so I just tell you, go ahead and make your
All right.
turn.
I'm gonna go ahead and make my turn now.
Good. Okay.
20 degrees bank angle,
Good.
and we're gonna try now 285.
Okay.
Degrees. And I haven't seen the switch, so that means that we have no dome station passes, but I'm looking at my arrows.
Good.
Wait, 5 is coming up. Okay, start the timer.
Good.
285. I'm gonna get the heading and put 285. No, 285.
Okay, a quick question. Do you want to try to get that approach in on this lesson?
No, let's finish it up with some
Okay,
holdings. I can
okay,
do the approach myself,
okay, no
but
problem.
yeah,
Sure.
let's just
Just work on this hold and we'll go from there.
sounds good. Yeah, I'll try to get the approach myself. I know we're gonna run out of time at the 43, 44, 45. Right, time, turn. 20 degrees. And we're gonna do, in this case, we said we're gonna do a correction of 5. And so it's gonna be is that 5 to the left, which is gonna be instead of 90, we're gonna do 85.
But just remember, the goal here is to get that D bar centered.
Correct.
So remember, you know, if it's not moving to you, you go ahead and roll out. Whoops, I lost my cover up.
And when I need, do I start my timer now?
Yeah. As close as you can to wings level. I know you're not on course, but that's just, it's a little bit inaccurate, but it's okay.
Okay.
Because eventually the goal is to get the holding pattern turn from outbound to inbound so good that when you're rolling out inbound wings level, the D bar is centering at the same time. If you can do that, that's textbook perfect.
That's perfect. Yeah.
So pause for just a second. All right, so you notice that when we rolled, turned around and got back inbound over here, the D bar was still way over there.
Yes.
So that indicates that our outbound correction was too far. You see,
Okay.
that's just how you'll learn to read these needles. Now, again, kind of easy for me to say because I've seen and done this so many times, but still in all, you want to get the knack to that. See, so I can tell you right now that 285 is a little too strong, too much.
Okay.
Because we got too far away from our course, which resulted in the turn inbound and the D bar still hanging out way over there, you see?
Yep.
Our goal is to turn back inbound, as I said before, and the D bar is centering simultaneously. So that means we got to get this outbound wind correction angle down to a science. Okay?
Understood. Yep. Yep.
So,
So let's try something. If that was too much, like, can we try something like let's try 280 on the next pass?
yeah,
And we
that's
go
what
from
you
there.
do. You just, again, you just make slight adjustments. And, you know, if you keep doing it, you'll find a nice correct, a correct correction that will work for you. So yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unpause. And did you start the time? It doesn't look
I
like,
yeah, it didn't take it. So,
okay, that's fine. We'll just add about 10 seconds to it.
yeah. Okay, so now I'm going to track that, and I'm gonna try 90, 85. Woo,
Whoops.
know that.
No,
Yeah, something
let me get,
70, 85, 85, 85. Let's go here.
I keep hitting my erase button and it keeps getting rid of that. So.
And we are, well, we're 1.1, so we are just small correction here because we're close to the. Yeah, we are just pretty much on the.
Okay, getting pretty
40.
close.
Yep. Ooh.
Okay, so just hold on pilot's best friend because you're cone of confusion. About 85
Yeah.
degrees. We'll do it. And then watch your timer. Okay,
Here it comes.
all right. So
Here we do the turn. This time we are gonna be doing 280.
okay. All right, and then notice it was a minute and 3. So remember that would be about a minute and 13 because we needed to add about 10 seconds to it due to the timer issue.
Yes.
So if if it was a minute 13-ish coming back inbound, what are you going to do to your time going outbound on this next one?
We're gonna cut it by the same amount by 13 seconds.
Okay, so what are you going to do outbound?
And in outbound, we're gonna do like a 45 seconds rather
40. Okay.
than
All right, so I'll just make a note there, 45.
47. Yeah.
Okay. All right,
Yep. Thank you.
somewhere in there. Good. And you're going to try 280 for your wind correction
Ready
angle.
for my
Okay.
wind correction. Yeah.
Let's give it a shot. That's all we can do.
Ready for the wind correction. I think that we passed the station passes because I see the.
Yeah, you got it.
So I'm gonna start the timer and we're gonna be doing 45 to 80 for the wind correction. And we're gonna be doing now, we said we're gonna doing about 40, 30, 47 really.
Okay.
So let's do 47.
That'll work.
Ready.
And of course, our holding expect further clearance has lapsed, so we would assume that ATC that we worked it out with ATC to get an extension to
keep us
that.
on the whole.
Our fuel is not an issue either, so everything's still good.
Okay, so 47 is coming. 45, 46, 47. Okay, let's start our turn. 20 degrees line angle. And we are gonna get that timer working, resetting the timer.
Okay.
And we're gonna get that, we're gonna obviously center it, but as soon as I have wind level, I am going to, look, I think we did it. I think it's coming.
It's coming. Just keep it about 20 degrees now because your bank angle has a lot to do with it. Nice and consistent bank angle in the standard rate turn, because that affects our rate that we're turning back inbound. See, so
Correct.
Yeah, that's pretty close. Just kind of there you go. Just ease off of your bank. You're allowed to do that.
Yeah.
So it's still a little bit much. So again, we would just knock off a few more degrees on that outbound to really nail it down. Agreed?
Yep, I agree. And so let's do 5. Let's do 5 then on the next one.
And then while you're working inbound, you get your D-bar centered. That's the best you can do. It's not a perfect world. We're just aware of what we're trying to do, staying in the safety side of the holding pattern. That's what we're trying to achieve.
And we are 1.5, it's coming. So let me go there, slowly but surely. Okay, so we're 1 minute. Gonna remain around here. Oh, I'm sorry, no 1 minute. We are 0.9, nothing much.
It looks like it's going to be pretty close.
Gonna be close, yeah. Point 5, and here it comes.
So it was 109 that time.
Okay, so
turn to the left.
Well, I still don't have it. Yeah, now I have it.
Yeah.
turn to the left. 109. So that means that we need to reduce, carry out 50 seconds.
No, because you're late. You want to reduce it even more. So you used 47 seconds last time. Maybe you do about 40 seconds this time.
Oh, but this time it was 113, you
You,
remember?
you, yeah, yeah. But
And
remember,
right now, mhm,
yeah, this time was a correct reading, and you crossed it at about 1 minute and 10 seconds roughly.
okay,
So you know you got to reduce your outbound leg a little bit less than 47. You used 47 last time, and it still resulted in a late passage. So therefore,
gotcha.
you need to drop it down just a little bit more.
All right, so uh let's do 40, 43.
43.
Let's see.
Okay.
Let's do 43. And this is
And
gonna be
just try
two, we said
275.
275,
Yeah.
yeah.
we'll, we'll we'll find a sweet spot pretty soon.
Okay. To 75.
The timer didn't start.
Oh man. Yeah, that's the problem with this plane, that it's just, let's say that we have 30 seconds or so there.
Okay, that's fine.
I've been having that problem with this timer, that it gets, I did click on it, but I
That's
didn't double validate it that it is typed at 35. Try 30 seconds and see. Ooh, 85, not 292.
Go ahead and make you turn inbound.
All right, so let's do it, make the turning bound and see how it shows. And 20 degrees. I'm gonna try to keep that 20 degrees. I think it's coming.
I think this time you're going to be real close to the mark, Raphael. How about that? That's looking really nice right there. Good job on that one. Okay, go ahead and reset your timer. So it's zeroed, so when you roll out wings level, it'll be very accurate. Of course, our outbound timing was not too good, but that's okay. We just keep on going. So
Correct.
very good. Boy, that's a great rollout right there. I mean,
Yeah, I agree. Thank you very
that was
much.
perfect.
Yeah, yeah. This is awesome, Alan. Thank you very much.
Okay. You want to go ahead and pause for a second here?
Yep.
All right. Yeah, I mean, again, you're covering things pretty well. I got a question for you.
Sure.
In your airplane now, that G5 is over here, isn't it?
The G5 is right there. That's
Yeah,
correct.
because
Yes.
I was going to
Yes.
suggest that you can just drag this Aspen and
Oh,
stick
that's
it
a good
over
idea.
here, and that way your scan is more
Accurate,
realistic.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be what I'd
I wonder if,
suggest when you're
yeah, and I
practicing.
can
Just
close.
drag. There you go.
Yeah,
It'll
yeah.
force
That's a
force
great
you to
idea,
look to the
actually.
right. You know.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll certainly do that.
Okay.
Yeah, the J5 just basically give me the, I don't think they gave me that
Yeah,
that I
you
get,
haven't
but
a
it gave me the heading and yeah.
but did you figure out how to set your GNC 255? Did you see that little excerpt that I sent you? Hopefully you're aware of
Yeah,
how you do that, you
yeah,
know.
I did work with it. They gave me
Okay.
the two and front, and he gave me the current track radial
Yeah. Well,
that I
plus
am on.
it has that little D bar in there as well. So, you know, it's got the little line drawn down on the bottom.
Hmm.
And so, you know, basically that little triangle is nothing but the D bar right here, you know. So, I mean, it's exactly the same thing, you know, just you got a little two reading on there and
So it's like this one, right?
huh?
Similar to the one. See, can you see my cursor?
Uh, yes, that's right. It works like
Similar
that.
to this. It works
Exactly.
like that.
Yep,
So
yep,
that means
yep.
that this means that I need to that I need to. I guess that this means in this case that I need to go right because it has some sort of reverse sensing. Because the bar here is telling me that the BOR is to the right, and here is pointing to the left.
Yeah, I don't know why that would be the case, but no, there's no should not be a
The reverse
reverse
sensing.
idea. Yeah, because again, it's
Yeah,
feeding off an HSI. But anyway, you know, with
yeah,
regard to yours, you know, I would tell you to practice using that, you know, because
yeah,
you know, it's a valid resource and it gives you all the information that you need, you
yep,
know.
yep, yep.
So yeah,
I was using it, and I was using the to and from to know the distance. I was using to
yeah,
see what it said TRK, and that tells me what is the radial
the
that I'm
track, yeah,
tracking.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly, yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
Okay.
So
Well, you did a great job, and look
thank
forward to
you,
next time. And good luck on your next lesson. I hope it works out well for you.
thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, you have a good
Uh,
night.
All right. Enjoyed it. Take care.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.